Yes, my name is Ben. I am 26-year-old and I am a PA or process assistant at an Amazon fulfillment center. I would say like it's most similarly like an assistant manager. It's actually it's pretty interesting how many moving parts there are that go into just getting a few items together and into a box and onto a truck. You also have to think about just the general volume. There are 2 rebinners for every 1 inductor and up to 7 packers for every 2 rebinners. The goal for our inductors is 1,000 items per hour. The goal for our rebinners is 500 items per hour. And the goal for the packers is around 200 items per hour. So when you're talking about, an average of like 2 or 3 items per order, and some are obviously larger, like 40 or 50, but on average about 3 items per order, you're talking about each wall producing roughly, 350, 300 packages per hour. An average day will run between like 5 and 9 walls, depending on how busy and how much work we have and how many employees we have there, obviously. That is, thousands of orders an hour that we're processing. So because there are so many moving parts and so many different kind of processes that happen throughout the day, mistakes can be made anywhere, which is kind of why it is so difficult to figure out what is causing errors and like how we can fix them. And also the choices of like one particular employee on the other side of the building could totally affect how you're running your job. A lot of times items their dimensions will be incorrectly entered into the system, which can lead to the wrong box size. But if somebody has an extra box from the order before, they decide they don't want to make another one, they might throw that little tiny item into that big box and send it on its way. And if they mark that that's the right size box for the item, it will generally make it through the weight check for those items. Yeah, and even if everything is done right, just a box being put on the conveyor belt the wrong way can have implications as far as like jams that lead to damages or items being kicked out from the auto slam machines because the barcode's down or the battery label. Battery labels are a huge, huge thing that is super, super important as far as shipping goes. That's a really big responsibility for the slam operators. They're kind of the last line of defense for those battery labels. It's kind of crazy how many moving parts go into just like delivering somebody's reoccurring mascara order or something like that. Like something you think would be so simple.
Yep. Makes it easier.
Every single one of these issues that we've talked about can contribute to a package either being delayed, canceled, or delivered inaccurately.